Hello everyone, we are back again with Forsaken Frontiers and early access. Oh yeah, it's still early access, I'm tripping. We're gonna be revisiting the nightmare run that I started last time. Last time we almost threw really hard on our previous cycle and ended up recovering our run by pulling out $11,000 on a bunker. So if you want to watch that, part one before you proceed here, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But we will be continuing with our run right now. So let's load in. It's Nightmare, so a more difficult version. We are starting at the highest difficulty available in the game. So for people who are unfamiliar with what the game looks like at the highest difficulty, then get ready. You'll see what it looks like because it's only difficult from here. And a good thing about loading back in, you know, last time I was leaving all of my bolt cutters that were not fully charged right here instead of using them to completion, because when you reload a save, they all get full again. So look at all these free bolt cutters. I'm basically saving so much money by doing this. I'm doing this in front of the lead dev and the lead artist. Basically the entire Forsaken Frontiers team. Hello Maylene, hello Dio. Hello B if you happen to be lurking. And for the people who aren't aware of this bug, they will be now. It's okay. Maylene and Dio are already very aware of this bug. So really just make use of it before it's gone. Vigor means nothing to me. So I think we're just gonna go back to the bunker at 87%. We're gonna buy some medkits though. Medkits are nice. We'll buy like 3 of them at discounted price. Maybe we can buy quite a few of them actually. We have money. Watch these turn into stuff that I don't... Oh, I just broke the store. Well, okay, even if I... So, here's some fourth wall breaking or immersion breaking for the people over at YouTube. I had no reason to restart this run other than to show people the bug. But if I didn't do that, I would have had to do it anyway because I broke the store. So we're gonna reload. Can't take them out that quickly. My bad. My bad. Hopefully these don't turn into stuff. Cool. That used to be a bug where if you took items out, or like if you reloaded, sometimes the items would come back as something else. We don't really... What the? There's an 8! Okay. Bunker Dread. Dread means that I'm gonna have the monster breath at all times. That's actually not my favorite anymore. Especially when I'm gonna be playing slow. It doesn't matter when you're playing fast if you have the monster breath, because you're just gonna aggro everything anyway. It kind of matters here though. Anyway, let's see what kind of return I can get on a bunker at 84%. But since it's high, like Forsaken difficulty, I don't know how many times I'm gonna play at this percent. That's crazy. I already aggroed somebody. Huh? I don't understand what happened there. I do recall something being weird about the aggro with the Forsaken and the outside. Okay, well he saw me now, for sure. Oh, if I don't have a door here, I'm bitten. So I might as well do this. Well, it is what it is. We can at least move freely from the Forsaken. for the next few minutes. Now we play kind of fast and hope that we don't get spidered. I can go back to that security room now also. Right, most of them make noise anyway. Especially if you're playing fast. Like you're gonna hear them coming before like the dread comes into play. But I kind of like being able to hear when I'm playing slower, which is my preference for solo Forsaken difficulty. I don't know if that's the meta, but it's at least how I've approached it, and it's kind of a chill way to approach it too. Slow until you have to play flat, until you have to play fast. Welcome in, Techie. I'm doing quite alright. Can't not be having a good time when playing Forsaken Frontiers. I did get infected basically right off rip, so that's not my favorite, but it's also part of the process. Okay, let's not open that yet. There's still a staircase to go up. We can go up the staircase first. I also didn't open that. It's so dark. Okay. Let's run back now. Let's go uninfect ourselves. Oh, it's this way actually. Really unlucky Forsaken spawn, but it is what it is. There was no door that through away that way. Yeah, this game is a pretty fun one. It's relatively new. Came out October of last year. Has a very similar gameplay loop to Lethal Company, but I'd say this one will appeal more to people who enjoyed the looting aspect of Lethal Company. It's not as silly. This game takes itself a bit more seriously. So, if you like the looting aspect of Lethal Company, then you'll like this game. And if you like looping and like Dead by Daylight or something, or Phasmo, this will be for you. If you prefer like a game on the scarier side, spookier, this is the one. Lethal's still good for silly times. Also, if you have a big group, this is a good one to play also. You don't need mods or anything. Well, actually, there are no mods for this game. But you can play with up to 12 people. Really nice. 1854. We are on 84%, so I'm not expecting a crazy return here. Hopefully I just missed the door here. Oh, I remember now. There was a door, but it doesn't lead to anything really. Oh, there was a door this way. I definitely didn't go this way, right? No, this is probably where the Forsaken guy came from. It might be where he is also. But we don't really have much of a choice. Yeah, I do think like Forsaken Frontiers will appeal more to people who are into like skill expression kind of thing. It's not the most casual friendly game out there, I would say. Even like just by the nature of the game. Like Endless Mode was made stupidly easy, but even then like people still die a bunch and it's fine. The one thing for sure is that this game doesn't like bullshit you. Like Lethal Company, you can just kind of die regardless of how good you are because of RNG purposes, but in this game there's always an outplay available. And I really like that. Like if you die, it's basically your fault. And I think that's how it should be. The RNG here is more so like it determines the difficulty of the particular day, but there's always an outplay no matter how bad the difficulty. Whereas in Lethal you can just get RNG lightninged or something stupid. Shit. Okay, that does... See, like... I can't see that little gate there. I would have walked straight into that. Very fun, very fun. It's also very fun to play solo. I mean, I wouldn't do as many solo runs if it wasn't. And if you're someone who prefers to play with people, there's usually a lobby going on in the Forsaken Frontiers Discord. There isn't usually a lot of public lobbies going on, like randomly, but there's some some dedicated people running like the lobbies from the Discord. Cupcake being one of them. Cupcake basically has a lobby almost every day. And they're very receptive to new players as well. I've popped in a few times, it's a good time. Okay, I will have to open a security door, unfortunately. Ventress? Fuck, okay. Nah, I'm just gonna go, dude, actually. This isn't the way back. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna get Ventress immediately, too. What? Hello? That's crazy. Thank you, Ventress. I guess I didn't have the timing right or something. I have some time though, so I'm not gonna aggro her. I can't pick myself up again for free, so... I also am not confident if I'm going the correct way right now. I'll know in a second, but... Oh, it is, okay. Nick got the curse to run and I got immediately cursed. We are net positive though, so it's fine. It's not the worst thing. Oh, for the person asking how to deal with the Forsaken immediately out of the train, you can use this building to loop around them if you can get there in time. You can make them go up this staircase and then you drop down here to get the distance necessary, probably. Wouldn't have done it if I had known it was going to work. It's okay. It's there for a reason. It's supposed to work. Max enemies that can spawn per map. Ooh, bunker surplus. The max is bunker on Forsaken difficulty, because each one has a different number of enemies. So bunker on I don't actually know the number of enemies on bunker on Forsaken difficulty. It's at least 7, 8, 9, 10. It's at least 10 enemies on Forsaken bunker. 7 Forsaken, don't quote me on that. 1 spider, 1 Ventress, and actually I don't know how many Shamblers there are. I think there's more than 1 Shambler. But I don't know the number of enemies that are there. I just know that on every map there's at least 1 enemy that spawns at the start immediately. So on Metro, Hotel, Tunnels, and Pentagon, the Butcher is there at all times on every difficulty. On Hospital and Bunker, it's Forsaken at the start on every difficulty. The number of them varying depending on the difficulty, I think. And then as far as other enemies, they spawn in at different times, or maybe not at all, depending on the difficulty you're on. Right now I'm at max difficulty. Enemy cap is both difficulty and map dependent. That is correct. It's only 2 Shamblers on Forsaken difficulty for Bunker. Damn, I thought it would be more. And yeah, I made it out alive. I made it out alive this time. The only spawns that I know for sure is Metro on endless difficulty, where it's Butcher at the start and then Shambler sometime later and no other enemies. That's like the only value that I know for sure. Do I still have I do have a lantern. I doubt I die, so I'm not gonna buy another one of those. I will buy... Oh wait. I had to use my adrenaline, so I'll buy an adrenaline. I should buy multiple adrenalines when it goes on sale. Spider starts showing his face on hollow difficulty. Even on Metro. It's just way later in the day. I've had a spider on hollowed difficulty. I originally thought he started showing up on Condemned, but no, it's hollowed. I believe Forsaken starts showing up on Metro on hollowed also, but I can't quote myself on that one. But they're definitely there on Condemned. But the thing is, they don't spawn immediately on Metro. They spawn way later. So, yeah. Okay, anyway, we got bunker surplus, so we're going there. The 74% no longer matters. So hopefully we get some good RNG here. Now the breath will be accurate as well. Yeah, it was a lot easier until the difficulties got introduced. But the difficulties were introduced to kind of like ease people into the game, because the biggest criticism of this game when it first launched was that it was too difficult. And now it's still difficult for people who are new to the game, and it's stupidly easy for people who are good at it. But it's like, I don't know, that's kind of something difficult to balance. I don't know what the correct answer is. It kind of sucks though, because when like people play the game for the first time, they think that the only enemy in the game is the Butcher, when that's not the case. Whereas if they played it on the original difficulty, they would know for a fact that there's at least 4 different enemies on Metro, but probably wouldn't enjoy themselves because they die right away. It is what it is. Gonna figure out all new times in V1500. I don't even... I said it earlier. I really don't play around spawn times. I just play around the enemies that I actually encounter, because the spawn times don't matter if you don't encounter enemies, and they also don't matter if you encounter an enemy right away. So you just have to know how to outplay. No matter what. It was nice though, knowing, like, because I think in one of the early versions we did know the spawn times on every map. So like, we would just come back before the Ventress was out. But even then, like, nowadays, we probably wouldn't come back now, because we would just outplay the Ventress. I'm gonna go this way. Right, and most of the people that I watch play this game for the first time, they only ever encounter the Butcher, which is kind of unfortunate. But if they encountered any other monster, then they would have died also. Which is why when I was watching Insim play, I was glad that they encountered every monster. I was worried that they wouldn't, but they did. And every single one of them experienced each enemy at least once, which is super cool. But you know, the reason they were able to do that is because those guys are just good enough gamers to have been able to experience enough of the game. They were able to make it to a few quotas. They went to every map. They liked bunker over tunnels, which is understandable. Tunnels is not like crazy intuitive on how to play or navigate. Bunker kinda is. I think if they give it another go and maybe do a little bit of homework, they'll learn to like tunnels, but I doubt they do homework. But really, I think especially the people who are Forsaken Frontiers enthusiasts, would love to see them play it again and maybe even try Nightmare mode. It'd be real cool to see how they fare in Nightmare mode. I'm going this way first, past that door, because there's a loot room here, by the way. Ooh. That's a Shambler. Probably. Yeah, that's a shambler. For some reason they path into this room. Save me a bolt cutter charge though. But now I would very much like to find an elevator instead of going back normally. Okay, well I'm not going in there. Like if I lose progress because I can't find a door, then I'm just gonna leave. Or because I have to use a security door. I have kind of too much loot to kind of risk more. Or opening that in. Doing the whole like dance with the Ventress and Spider with only one adrenaline. I actually want to revisit Murky Divers at some point. I keep saying that, but Lethal and Forsaken and writing and reading tend to take precedence over it. Especially since my Murky Divers beginner guide's getting a lot of views. I don't even know if the strategies and stuff there are relevant still. You know, it'd be so sick, an elevator right now. How many Robux? Oh, I'm gonna get bitten right here. I don't think I really have a way around it. We'll see. Now I have a way around it. Oh, damn. Well, I guess we'll come back with 12,000. As soon as I mention Robux, it shows itself. Bye-bye. Thank you, Surplus. Do they have it? Yeah, Murky Divers have the Discord. Watch there be something crazy out here, like a spider, and I just have to use an adrenaline for some reason. Thank you, Maylene. Sweet. As long as we keep having days like these, like this run's gonna go on for quite a bit, I think. I think 12k is a decent amount. I don't know how much like the actual comp players are pulling on this. Metro surplus? Wait, hospital surplus might be worth a go. I'm kind of down to check it out. Going to hotels or hospitals kind of a throw, but maybe not if it's a surplus. I haven't played hospital surplus on Forsaken difficulty, so let's go give it a shot. The goal here is to not die. I think dying would be absolutely horrible, so. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a second adrenaline. I just do not want to die here. Dying is the worst thing I could do here, because then I lose the bunker surplus also. Like to watch hospital even though it's at the right. And that's kind of like why I'm just playing whatever location too. Like it's kind of just meta to go only bunker and tunnels. But I've already gone off meta on this run, it doesn't really matter. I've gone to every map now. And I think like it's more important, at least from like a YouTube perspective, for people to be able to see everything that this game has to offer rather than just like one or two maps. That's kind of like why I was open to playing all of them too. It's also more chill that way also. I can kind of go... Hospital also has like a special place because I think this is where like you learn to start loving the looting in this game. Like to a different level. Like there's no feeling like going into a security room and looting everything in there, loot-wise. Right. And I think I saw in like the suggestions, they were receptive to the idea of doing multiple modifiers or like double modifiers as well. Make that system a bit more complex. Because right now there's no real reason to go to like say an infested map, but what if it was like an infested surplus kind of thing? Now all of a sudden there's incentive. And it gets a little bit more interesting. Because right now just everyone avoids the negative modifiers, which makes sense, you know. Like why would you ever actually do that? Unless you're like a content creator who wants to do a cool angle where you only go to negative modifiers, which I have done. That one I kind of want to do in a group though, because I didn't get very far doing it that way. There must be... Oh, okay. There's progress in one of these doors. Because this is a dead end. So one of these ways is gonna give me the progress. There's a door... There's stairs both ways, actually. This is good, because if I take an elevator back, I can always just go the other way. Unless this is a dead end. Also, it's good that I'm using up all my bolt cutter charges now. I should probably go back, actually. And get a fresh pair of bolt cutters while I'm still here. Like, close to the entrance. I'll do that, actually. I think it's worth the time investment. I'm gonna unlock this, though. First, just be ready. Lethal should add a surplus. Lethal already added indoor fog. Oh, I could transcend. Sick. I'm serving 3 now. Almost missed that. I wonder if I could have done it earlier. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go this way because if I come back to the elevator, there's a loot room to loot right there, and it's really close to the entrance, so it'll be worth doing. So long as, like, you know, it hasn't gone terribly for me. To the point where I don't think it's worth getting that one room anymore. A lot of things will have to go wrong for that to be the case, though. Nice. I like locking the door behind me. You used to not be able to lock security doors, but it's useful. In case like a Ventress pops or something behind, I'll have some outplay here. Otherwise, if you get stuck in this room and there's no desk to hide under, you were kind of just dead, which was very unfortunate. I missed a loot? That's rare. Another room. I also have 2K currently. Which honestly doesn't feel like a whole lot after getting 12K, but yeah, I spent less than half of what I spent to go to bunker to go here, so. Yep. Ooh, there's an enemy nearby. Exactly. You want to switch maps. Which I think is cool. They were trying to make it so that the meta wasn't just go to one map all the time, like it is in Lethal. It's a Forsaken that's near me. So the current meta, like for High Cycle, is to just alternate between bunker and tunnels. Hospital might be worth it on surpluses. But I like just varying things a little bit. See, the enemy's probably this way. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, I don't remember opening that door actually. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, they're both open. I'm gonna guess that they went that way, because I got the breath over there. Actually, it could be either way. I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. It only matters if I encounter an enemy anyway. That door's open as well. Please? Go this way. How about that? Is that an open door also? That is, isn't it? No, that's just a poster. I'm tripping balls. This is also a dead end, unfortunately. 5 o'clock, huh? I mean, 3,000 is pretty good. I can just leave with this. I might loot this room first, though. Nope. Spider behind me now, too. I think I've made enough distance. That was the Ventress. I can tell because I had the breath and then it went away. No other enemy can make me have breath and then go away so soon. Probably the Ventress again. Almost get 4,000. We can kind of just chill all the way back. And unless there's a spider or something in here, I should be good. Surplus on like... I wonder how that would work in lethal. With the lethal formula. Anyway. 16k added. Ooh, adrenaline 20% off is tempting. Anyway, let's pay this off. Titan's never better than Artifice. Right. And Titan's supposed to be like the next best moon, too. Unlocked tunnels is... I think we go to unlocked tunnels, and then we just don't bring bolt cutters. Unlocked tunnels lets us bring a lantern. Lets us bring a med kit, and it lets us bring a second adrenaline, actually. We'll buy a few of these, because we will go through these. Just how many should I buy? One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. One more. Maybe I just get 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Think you got enough of them, Austin? Unlocked tunnels it is. There's a mod that adds multipliers to the weather, and I really like that idea, because similar thing to people not going to infestations in this game, a lot of people tend to just avoid eclipses. I mean, that's not true for like the top players. They just play Eclipse anyway. But for more casual players, sometimes they'll avoid eclipses or something. I don't know how true that is. I feel like casual players will also just go to an eclipse also just to so their friends can have a silly time and they all die. Really depends what kind of players you play with. But like, the reasons people play Lethal Company and the reasons people play Forsaken are very different too. I'd say like Forsaken's more for like the tryhard people. Damn. What did he aggro? Did he hear me walking? Maybe I just go the other way then. I think there's a spider over here, which would be very unfortunate. Oh, wait. This will be good, actually. Nice, I can get past him now. He will turn around eventually, but I bought time. The butcher room is probably this way, I think. Unless he came from a different direction entirely, but I kind of lost track while running from him, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not this way. But I'm not sure if there was a throughway this way, because I wouldn't have turned around otherwise, right? Oh wait, I can loot this now. No, I turned around because this door was closed. Maybe I can go left. And then I went back to lose him. That's what the plan was. No, this is... Let's warm up real quick. Maybe we just don't get the butcher room then, that's unfortunate. We can at least move forward. Hopefully? Yeah, outplaying enemies in this game is about just as fun as actually looting. And it's a big part of the game, rather than lethal being like the exception. What did you miss? I wouldn't say too much. I don't know if you were here for when I got 12k on Bunker, but I think that's like the most notable thing. I got a 12k day on Bunker. Oh, Surplus Hospital too. Got 4k on Surplus Hospital. Now we on unlocked tunnels. I also, oh, there was an adrenaline sale too, so I bought 10 adrenalines. Just kind of a longer term investment. I think I'll be able to use at least 10 adrenalines on this run, so. Apparently only got 2k on tunnels though. Yeah. I have to recognize this better, I think. That dead end tile. I kind of wish there was a hiding spot at the end of that, but... Because if you go down that, you're basically dead unless you have a stun light. Fire, I'd love to see it. Vent, don't love to see that. Yeah, the one thing that bunker or tunnels has going for it is that at least you'll never run into a security door that'll stop your progress. Like sometimes if you get that bunker door at the start, you kind of just have to deal with it. Tunnels at least won't have that ever. But yeah, bunker loot is just insane. I'm actually like when bunker came out, that's kind of how I saw it, and then so when I saw that the bunker price was nerfed, I was like, oh hell, that's crazy. I think bunker should have stayed at like 1800. I think it was fine up there. And even then, bunker was still worth going to. It's just that, you know, I think people complained at first because it was a learning curve. Just like how people complained about tunnels at first, tunnels was also a learning curve. But then people learned to play tunnels really well, and now it's the same thing, except bunker got nerfed. Not 3K currently. That was the starting point, but so many people complained about it, so they dropped the price. And now people are good at bunker, and it's still cheap. But a lot of things are getting reworked for V1500, so there's no, it's kind of just beating a dead horse to complain about that. So it is a talking point though. It is a talking point. People just complain about everything. That's not specific to games or Forsaken Frontiers. People just like complaining. Especially when the people that they're complaining to listen. Like, you know, Made in Fairyland listens to the people even when they complain, and when they complain incessantly. It's just a thing. And then now, like, you know, originally the complaint about the game was that the game is too hard, and then now that the game is at its easiest, the game's still hard, and then a big complaint is that there's not enough enemies, because when people will play, for the first few hours they'll only ever see the Butcher and maybe a Shambler. Like, you can't win. The relatable story or anecdote for that, as someone who does like YouTube and stuff, like the whole thing with my webcam being on, when I first, like, you know, I started my channel never showing my face just because I felt like I didn't really need to, and then I decided, like, okay, well, let me throw on the webcam. I got a lot of people saying I prefer no webcam, and then I took the webcam away. People were like, wait, where's the webcam? It's way better when you have the webcam on. And then when I added the fish, people were like, where's webcam? I want webcam. Or I prefer just gameplay. And when I took the fish away, it's like, where's the fish? I want the fish. So at some point, you just kind of got to do what you want to do. That's not advice to the Made in Fairyland team. I do think that it's a good thing that they're receptive. And that they're strong enough to, like, go through that. It's just finding a balance of doing what people want and making sure that it doesn't deviate too far from what you want. Because if it deviates too far from what you want, then you'll become disenchanted with the whole process. That's kind of like how it was for me with Lethal Company. But thankfully, you know, the Made in Fairyland team has a way stronger resolve than I do, and like stuff like that wasn't enough to sway them to keep working on the game. Like, at no point did they show any like signs of not wanting to develop Forsaken Frontiers. They just kind of take it to the chin and keep working, which is like the kind of energy that I want for myself also. Something I respect a lot about them, beyond like what they actually do game design wise. It's not like I agree with every decision that they make or anything, but damn, being able to like take that criticism and work anyway, that I respect a lot. Exactly. I remember you talking about like the mic things too, Nick. It's literally just impossible to please everyone, so that it's like, you know. That's why I don't worry too much. People can share their complaints. Me personally, when I look at YouTube stuff and decide the direction, it's based on two things. It's one, what am I willing to do, and two, what do the numbers actually tell me? Uh-oh. Damn it. I might have to cut my losses here. That's unfortunate because I saw that big locker too. No! I missed them? Wait, I have 2 adrenalines. We're okay. I was slightly too far, unfortunately. Yeah, we cut our losses. What the hell? It's 10 p.m.? Holy shit, I gotta go. That's just not even good. I might have to use this adrenaline aggressively. I'm not gonna have the luxury to do that, unfortunately. No, that's not good. Oh no. I'm way too deep. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I lost track of time. Oh well. What's the full effect of the adrenaline? If you use it while you're up, you gain infinite stamina for a period of time. If you use it while you're down, it picks yourself up and you have infinite stamina for a period of time. It's very rare to use it aggressively, but there I didn't really have a choice. It's either die trying or otherwise. Oh man, that sucks. Well, bigger tunnels. I think I just go back here. Is 84% or 87% tunnels better than 98% hospital? I don't know. It probably is. I need to get a lantern now. I guess there are times I should have bought an extra lantern back then, but when it was on sale, not a big deal. Did you see how many Forsaken were there though? That was kind of crazy. Okay. Even if the Forsaken didn't get me there, it didn't matter. I was way too deep. You know what I should have done? I should have gone down to the butcher, actually, in the hiding spot. I think I would have teleported back. I'm too honest of a player. I completely forgot that's a thing. Damn it. I even said I was gonna do it too. At least earlier. Actually, I will unlock this. Just so I have a door to work with on the way back. Just in case. I might not make it all the way around, but... Because there was the other door to work with, but there's no guarantee that I'll make it, so... Dang it. That would have been a good... I mean... It would have been a good return, that's all. Unfortunate. It happens. But we're gonna see just how good of a run we can go on even though if we die. What's good? What's good? Let's see the question prompt. Yes, adrenaline's the only way for a solo player to get up. It used to not be the case, but they made it so that like before, if you use an adrenaline, or even if you went down with an adrenaline solo, the game was over. But they made it so that you can use adrenaline even while solo, so that way game was more playable for solo players. Loot 5k, either die from an enemy or get left. Does your loot go back into the percentage pool for the next day? The percentage pool is not affected by the loot that you picked up. The loot the remaining value of a map goes down and up at fixed values. So if you went to hospital one day, it's gonna the loot value for hospital is gonna go down no matter what you did. And all the other places, it'll go up by a fixed amount no matter what you did. No, it's not based on how much you actually gather. Not at all. And there's lore reasons for that too. See more in the lore video that I drop in like whenever 1500 drops. It's the same values every time. I don't know the exact numbers though, because I never bothered to track it. I just know that it goes down when you go to a place consecutively, and it goes up when you didn't go there last time. It's probably right here. Not touching it. Okay, so if you door slam him, he'll get you. If you don't door slam him, you're fine. That's what I thought was gonna happen on the hotel last run, or earlier today, I guess, since we're on Twitch. That is not what happened last time. I mean, I gotta be the only dumbass to door slam a spider and think that he's not gonna kill me for it. If I just stayed still. Ooh, good barrel. Let's not make the same mistake. Let's actually... You know what? There is one mistake I'm willing to make. I'm willing to go down to the butcher in a hiding spot just to see if I'll teleport back to the train that way. Maybe down to the Ventress also. Might be worth it. That's a dead end. Hopefully this isn't. I kind of missed the map-wide train horn, but that was taken out because people said the train horn was too loud. But it was a nice thing, and it was still lore accurate, sort of. At least it could be explained away with lore. I guess for some people it was too loud. But shoot, I wouldn't have died there if there was still map-wide train horn. Exactly, exactly. If you're in the train and it's not loud, then that make no sense, you know. It should be loud if you're in the train. Good, we got a barrel. Honestly, not a bad haul considering that I'm not at 100%. True. It's just, yeah. Like, the fact that you can hear it based on proximity is nice. Not gonna argue that one. I might have to start making my way back soon, because I do have to deal with the spider. That's like an inevitability. I only have one. Yeah, I'm going back now. That was a good time. I think going for the Butcher or Ventress outplay is also like similar to playing for an elevator. It's going to be RNG dependent. Going back is a lot less RNG dependent. Especially if I'm going to walk for most of it. Hello, Austin. Going the wrong way. You lost, brother? Forget if there's a barrel in here. There is. Can I walk through this? No? Okay. I've never actually tried, so... What about from this side? Oh, I can, okay. It's just, I got a little too wide to walk through that. I'm getting spidered. Wait. This is good. Watch this. Alright, it works. I actually could just save my adrenaline too. I don't know if I save my store items though. I know I save my money, but do I save my equipment if I die in here? Does anyone know that answer? I mean, it's only 220 bucks if I use my adrenaline that I'm losing. It's not that much. It's not that serious. The only reason I'm gonna revive is because it's gonna take me 5.5 hours in game to get up otherwise. Yeah, no, that I know that for sure, and that I keep the money, but do I keep the equipment too? Is the question. Because if I don't keep the equipment, I'm getting up. If I do keep the equipment, then it would actually just be comp to stay down. Oh, I keep it? Oh damn, then it's comp to stay down. Then I save 220 bucks. Or however much I spent on this adrenaline. You know, we're gonna stay down. Because they don't... We're gonna stay down. We're gonna chill for a second. That 220 bucks might matter later. Especially considering that I already died once. That's cool though, that you keep everything. We're gonna use everything in our arsenal. We already Ventress clipped. So, and we're doing some bolt cutter manipulation. At least this one's intended. Maybe. It hasn't been taken out of the game yet, so. This was Vigor? I didn't even notice. Although, if I got spidered, then I would have to... Well, actually I wouldn't have... Well, maybe. Because if the spider came in and ate me, I would die. Ventress won't come back. The biggest reason I would get up here is if, what's it called? If it affected YouTube views, but we're already an hour into the recording, and most people who are at this point will probably just kind of let it keep playing. Shout out to everyone on YouTube that are still watching at this point after watching me stay down on the ground for 4 in-game hours. Let's take a look at what we're looking at. 2,800, 2850 for today's cycle. So we made enough today to pay this off, and everything else is going to be net positive. This increases, I think, at a rate of 700 per cycle. Wait, does this go up if the train leaves and I'm down in the train? That's actually a question I don't know. Like, does this mean that the debt goes up? Or Is it because I survived, technically, that it doesn't matter? It goes up? Well, if it goes up, a $50 increase is less money lost than using the adrenaline. So this is still a money save. It only goes up if you actually die. Got it. Well, there we go. Time to make a guide that says otherwise. So that way I can have everyone comment about the misinformation that I'm spreading. Imagine if the Ventress actually killed you after she downed you at some point, and I learned it the hard way. Ventress will come back and kill you after 5 in-game hours. What the fuck? I right-clicked to tab back into the game. Oh my god, I did it at the last second. No, I decided to tab out. I'm never checking DMs during stream ever again. What the hell? No, that was like the worst possible outcome. I made everyone wait, and I still did the thing. That's crazy. Oh my. Well, it wouldn't be a Chef Austin session if I didn't throw it somehow. Anyway. No. Well, that's unfortunate. Now what? I could go bunker at 97%. Or do I just go to like a hotel surplus and see what's up? You know what? We're gonna go to hotel surplus and see what's up. We're not going to metro surplus. Wait, what if we go to metro just so we can see what metro looks like on Forsaken difficulty? Who's going to metro on Forsaken difficulty? If not me. This is a throw, but we're gonna do it. Did it once, never again. Okay, we'll do it once. We'll do it one time for the fans. This is the penalty for using the adrenaline anyway. I just have to come back alive and I'm net positive, so who cares? This would already be a reset if I was going for a world record, so we're just gonna do everything possible. This is basically what Metro was like on release. Or at least during the playtest. Except it all, well, no, it has Forsaken also. It didn't have Forsaken back when I was playing, but... Herm. Well, that's why I lock the doors behind me when I'm looting. So I can still loot and have time. I can loot and then have time to hide still. Or make a decision at least. I don't know what spawns I'm gonna see here on Metro, so that's why I didn't play as aggressively as usual. It doesn't make sense to play aggro when you don't know what the dangers are. But we at least know that Forsaken difficulty is supposed to be difficult, so I'm treating it as such. Oh hey. This is an example of an elevator that's available way too early. Got 323. Well, as long as I come back, I'm gonna be at a higher return than day one, so and at a much lower cost. Me finding the butcher there has nothing to do with the difficulty level, by the way. That's just unlucky. The difficulty doesn't make the butcher room spawn closer. There's some people who seem to think that difficulty affects like spawn distances. That's just not true. It's just really unlucky. But as you can see, it's playable regardless. Even on Forsaken difficulty. Oh, hello. This one's a little bit more, tempting. Because there's still that jump at the very beginning. Watch what happens. I'm gonna kick this and the Ventress is gonna pop on me immediately. That would be really funny. But I would kick that door to attract the butcher this way, and then I would take the elevator and I'd be way behind him. Potentially going towards the butcher room, actually, because the butcher room has to be close. If he was close at the spawn. Not that the butcher room is crazy good here on the Metro, but it's at least good relative to everything else. Right. ECD don't care about me a whole lot, but I know Maylene got me at the very least. I don't pay that Robux subscription for nothing. Oh. Okay, this is a dead end, but it's okay. Oh. Hmm, 836. I mean, that's plus 800, right? And now, even if I have to use equipment, I'm gonna come out net positive. I'd still rather not use any equipment. But you gotta do what you gotta do to survive in these parts. I think I'll take the elevator here, actually. And then just go loot downwards. Yeah, I'll take the elevator. Damn it. Exactly what I said would happen has just happened. So I'm glad that's why I kicked that door, not the one that's closer to the elevator. One, it was better chances to aggro the butcher, and two, I was safe from the Ventress if she popped. I'm not going to bring a new bolt cutter. I don't think it's worth using 2 bolt cutters here. I'm going to bring another bolt cutter. What's the harm? Ventress is bane of my existence. You've been playing with Conchas too much. Shout out Conchas. Gotta shout out the people that are playing this game on the daily, for sure. Concha... Is that upstairs or downstairs? Sounds like it was upstairs, otherwise she'd be here already. I have a door right here, I think. Gonna get at least 1,000. Or not. Maybe not. $9.93 is good. I'm greedy, but I'm afraid of what 6 PM is gonna bring. We can check this way at least. If there's no progress this way, then I'm out. Oh look, there's an exit this way. Just kidding. Okay. I'll loot. Let's pay off that bolt cutter we used also then. $6 o'clock. You know what? I should have known that it was at least 8 o'clock on the tunnels when the power went off, but I guess I didn't notice when the power went off in the tunnels, huh? A little bit harder to tell when you have a lantern. Interesting. Why is this so lit up? What's in here? The closet. I also have double adrenaline, so I really shouldn't die here. I just can't go down to the butcher. Well, actually, I can't go down to the spider either. I mean, it's the same rules apply. Just don't go down to those two, and you should be able to live anything. I'm just gonna do this so I don't have to go around. Good. Dead end. Shoutouts to Dead End. Reference to Made in Fairyland's previous game. That's why they put so many dead ends on their maps. It's the reference, it's intended. That's some misinformation. That's a misinformation hill that I'm willing to die on. Why can't I see so well here? What is this? What the fuck, bro? Okay. Why? How? The hell was that? What'd I do? I guess he heard my footsteps, but damn, son, why? Oh, Butcher was there too. Yeah, I guess, huh? Supersonic hearing. $34.50, cool. Glow stick is on sale. I should buy like, how many can I buy? I should buy like 1,000 of those. 1 second. You see this? I'm out of bolt cutters. Whatever shall I do? I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm not even like, I wouldn't do this if I was confident that the infected bug works. But I don't remember if that's the previous version or not. Just put me in the glitched category. I'm probably not even submitting this to the high cycle board anyway, so who cares? Oh. Bunker surplus! Trust me on this. I do double adrenaline because it's not good. Because I want to make sure that I live. And if I'm pretty sure I'm going to get infected anyway, so I'm going to be able to re-up on bolt cutters regardless. Right? So it's okay. If I only bring one. Only works on non-hosts, got it. Okay, so it's never gonna work for me. Heard. Anyway, we're off to the bunker now. Wait. Oh, never mind. I was like, why is it 100%? Did I just throw? Did I just Roy-Roo my run? I did not. I paid it like a good workforce employee. Soldier. Not soldier. Soldier is misleading. Oh my god. See, I wouldn't need double for this. What the hell? This is like worst case scenario, by the way. It's gonna happen. There's gonna be another pair, isn't there? Alright, let's get ready to outplay this side. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Not much you can do about that one. Unless you have a stun light. I could have gone back and bought a stun light for that start. Whatever. Still playable. I won't open that one. There's progress this way. Just because I've been bitten doesn't mean I'm immune, so... Problems. I'm actually not even sure what kicked this down. If it's a shambler, then I'm in trouble. Gotta make sure I don't step on anything there. One more room. I can afford one more room. Okay, that's about all I'm willing to look for. Gotta find out what kicked this door down, by the way. Jesus. So dark. Barely making it back in time. We go back in for sure, though. Didn't even get to use the bolt cutter, by the way. Wait. Cool. Now I should be somewhat okay. If I get bitten again, then I'm on a definite timer, but for now I should be fine. I could have been less lucky with the start, to be honest. Like, I could have attracted spiders or ventresses in addition to that ECD guy, but I didn't. I have that to be grateful for. This dark and linear hallway is not my favorite, though. Dude, we went up last time. Let's go straight and see what happens. Jesus Christ. Okay, well. Whatever. At least I'm not dead. Pretty sure I haven't gone this way yet. Yeah. Kind of a linear progression, man. I'm a little worried about going too far. Someone's opening a door. Probably the Shambler, huh? I might just go. This is not like my favorite generation ever. Might not be worth it entirely. I mean, we're out positive, so. It's not 12,000, but it's not 0. Oh my god. Wait, is that surplus again? That's crazy. Please stay. Oh, it's Shadow Step. I mean, Shadow Step's fine too. I mean, Shadow Step's not gonna matter a crazy amount. Other than for the spider. I really thought I got surplus twice. That would have been so sick. I think same rule or same strategy applies though. Oh damn, I didn't put the money back. Oh well. Doesn't matter, I lose it either way. This would be the speedrun strat. You just don't use the selling bin solo because that just takes extra time that you don't need to spend. Oh my god. Best map in the game. There's someone kicking a door down nearby too, so they're definitely gonna hear this. Fair enough. Whatever, I'm just gonna take it to the chin. Or not. Oh. Actually, what if I don't take it? Watch this. It's Shadow Step. Maybe he won't see me. Or he'll just run straight through this. Apparently that has no collision, so there was no way I was getting blocked by that. So. If anyone was curious how that would work, we have our answer. In Pixen V1500 word. I mean, he probably still would have been able to see me anyway because, what's it called? There was openings, so I'm not surprised that he saw me. I'm just surprised of how I got. I'm gonna open these while I'm infected. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, there are some pretty terrible things that could happen as a result, but I'll deal with it if it comes to that. Crazy. Let's see if there was progress on the other one so I know for future reference. Oh, I guess not actually. Let's actually just go back for now. Hopefully he's not out here, so I don't have to deal with it. Let's see where he goes. So I have Shadow Step, so as long as he doesn't come up here, I should be okay. I'm gonna stay injured. I'm gonna prioritize using the 2 adrenalines rather than being healthy here. I will run slower, but I'll be able to pick myself up twice, if need be. And I think that's more important. I'm just gonna run straight this time. I think I went left last time, so... yeah. Perfect. I mean, I might as well just get bit. I'm actually surprised he didn't just come back here. Oh my god, it's dark. No. Not if I don't have to. Hmm. Oh, hey. Okay, I think it's chill if I go back now. 5,000's fair. It's not 10,000, but it's good enough. I could have looted the middle room between the two security doors. Wow. Hello. But it's fine. Oh wait, this was with not depositing, so I actually didn't get a whole bunch there. But it was also my second day there, so it's fine. Whatever, it only cost me 700 to go there. Cope. Surplus Hospital. I'm down. Did I not put... No, I put it in the bin this time for sure. Yeah. Hey, we love to see it. I could loot this later, but I could also just loot it now, get on the board, you know what I'm saying? That way if I'm running for my life at the end of this, I won't have, I grabbed it through the glass, that's crazy. Haven't done that in a long time. I wonder how many pieces of loot I've left on the table like that. You'd think I'd know the hospital loot by heart by now. Nope. Did I breathe just now? For like a brief moment? I think I did. Maybe Ventress. Little red light. Now I'm breathing for sure. As for what reason, I couldn't tell you. We'll find out if it's a Ventress soon enough. It's probably... That was some interesting info. Could have not been a Ventress because of how long it stayed around. But I'm not entirely sure. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not detected yet. Imagine if an enemy got me while I was scratching my forehead there. It's happened before. Would not be the first time. Wouldn't be the last either, I'm sure. Shout out to everyone out there scratching their forehead at this very moment. Yeah, it's very, like, immersive, I feel. It's a nice touch. There's so many, like, little details in this game that, you can't help but appreciate for being in there. The breath mechanic being one of them. Another one being, like, your bag jingling more intensely with the more loot you have in your bag. That's one that I'm not even entirely sure people know about. But the more loot you have, the more intensely your bag jingles. Or like when you're carrying equipment, you can hear what equipment you're carrying. Like it doesn't affect your carry weight at all. It's just more like the the audio feedback you get. Audio matters like sound matters a whole lot in this game, and I appreciate the direction they took in this game. But that's why like silent enemies, which is a limitation of the engine, can be really, really annoying too. Because a game that does sound so well, for that to be in the game kind of sucks. But I mean, it's not really up to them. There's not much you can do about that. Or anything really. The player just gotta stay vigilant. It's not a Forsaken Frontiers specific thing either, it's just any game that's on Unity. Ventress, she might see me. Oh, not Ventress, Shambler. I know it's a Shambler because of how fast it's kicking down that door. Lock that, just in case. For the record, I actually don't know anything like that. I'm not that technically savvy at games, and I'd be misleading to say that I am at all. This is just stuff that Maylene tells me. And I've seen it afterwards in other Unity games. I can't name one off the top of my head, so that doesn't help my credibility at all, but... Trust me, bro. I'm actually gonna use this bolt cutter to completion. I think it's worth it here. Using the bolt cutters as intended? Dude, are you even trying? Oh. How's it going, Cat? Trust you with my life, at least in FF. You might not want to do that. I will probably, especially when I play in multi, I end up just running off for the most part. I think when we play on Friday though, I'll definitely stick around for a little bit. I like sticking around when it's like people's first time playing and getting them acclimated. I know it's not your first time playing, like I think you played with West before, but I'll at least stick around to get you all suited before running off on my own. At the very least, I'll make sure that our run doesn't die super fast. That I can do. Like when I played with Himmy and friends, I definitely stuck around for a little bit. And then at some point, I just started becoming a loot goblin. And we were able to see all the maps afterwards, which is pretty cool. Oh, I wish I had a second bolt cutter now. I'm about to start kicking doors down. I have 2 adrenalines. It doesn't matter, right? Surely. I could just go back with 3,000 too. 3,000 is pretty good. Who else kicking down hospital doors on Forsaken difficulty? Solo. Otherwise known as completely throwing your run. I mean, I could throw plenty of time and still complete a lot of quotas or cycles. Wow. Too bad. Well, hopefully Maylene was tabbed out and didn't hear that. Not bad, my bad. Cycle. I feel like a Harvard student who's just like trying to come up with all this crazy terminology to be different. If you guys aren't aware, Harvard University has like, when they talk about things, they have their own naming conventions. I don't know them off top, but I had quite a few like close friends that went to Harvard, and I spent time with them because I wasn't too far from them. And whenever they would talk about things, like, you know, there was always like an air of distinction to the things they were talking about, even if it was basic things like classes or grades or whatever. My school was like that also, in a different way. We just had acronyms up the woozah. We had a million different acronyms I had to remember. Most of the time I was spent crouched in the corner of the train, fair enough. we can actually go out into the places when we play. Ooh, elevator, hello. I actually still have a couple hours too. Elevators stop working at 8 p.m. on Nightmare mode, so I want to make sure that I can take that. I'm not that far from the entrance though, so it's not crucial. Like, I can hear the train horn still. I'm still walking though. That was a vent. Maybe it wasn't a Ventress. About to find out in a second here. Anything but a Shambler. Well, actually, Spider. Well, Spider's not that bad. I just say crouched walking. I don't think it's a Ventress though, because of. Man, damn. Maybe the Ventress just likes sticking around this time. I'm just gonna make sure I take this in time. I just got 4K too. I think we're good. Ooh, there's an enemy here. Tumbler. There you go. Blackout just went out. 9,000, not fantastic, not bad though. Net positive by like 6,000 still. Cool. We've now paid off officially $1 million in debt, which is pretty sweet. But I think I am gonna end it there though. I probably should have given a warning in advance that would be my last day. But we're reaching the 2-hour mark, and there's still some stuff that I want to do before later tonight. So I'm gonna end it there. We will continue this at some point on day 22. Which is cycle, we're going to be starting on cycle 8, I believe, in that case. And we're still at a debt amount of 4,100, so have 36,000 in the bank, so we're doing quite alright for ourselves. What we're seeing here is that you can still go pretty far even if you're not playing like crazy, like comp or anything. I'm definitely not on pace for a world record, there's no way, but we'll put up a respectable score. We'll try to finish, we'll try to finish this run before V1500 comes out. But yeah, for those on YouTube, thank you for watching. Subscribe for the future installations, or just go follow me on Twitch, because by the time this comes out, I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see when I play this next. But yeah, the only way you'll be able to catch it live is if you follow on Twitch. Or join the Discord. Maybe I'll say when I go live. Maybe I'll set a date. We'll see. No promises yet. But I will continue this run. For those here on Twitch, thanks, or actually, let's say bye to YouTube first. Alright, peace out, YouTube people. Catch you in the next one. Alright, later.